Coming for him. He on my hit list.
I king, I do or die king. I take purple to the head like a Viking. Free drinks to a head like a Siamese. We getting drunk in this motherfucker high key. We about to pop off like when you pop the lock off. Brandon got the cannon that'll knock your blocking socks off. Jewels that'll fool you, fools that'll do you. Got two bras in the pool that'll screw you. Who knew that I'll hold the tool that blew through you? The heat is a beast with teeth that'll chew you. I'm not the one you count on with digits on my right arm. Support like the wall that you hook your TV mount on. Nah, I'ma leave you with 6 of my people, holding something lethal, calling the paralegal. You and I ain't equal, black beers is regal. Black Iron Man like Howard and Don Cheeto. A lion on the hunt with thumbs and bipedal. Getting high on my verse, my words are drug needle. 500 bottles, models coming right up with enough sparks to light the nightclub up. If the cork missed you, the champagne will hit you. All on your breast, I'ma lick the elixir. Your ass getting heavier, hips getting thicker. Your frame's getting better now that I am in the picture. I king, I do or die king. I take purple to the head like a Viking. Free drinks to a head like a Siamese. We getting drunk in this motherfucker high king.
He on my hit list.
Off net? Yeah! Yeah! Yes! 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 Up off! Yeah. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Yeah. Yeah. It's Taco Tuesdays, baby, baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz The Adult. All right, man, look at who we have here. Let me see. So, what up? Paco. What's going on with you? Oops. All right, man. Look, first I want to say this. Listen. It's a Taco Tuesday. Anthony AJ Joshua and Tyson Gypsy King Fury. The fight is officially off. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Kill. We will talk about that with the receipts, and we got our Twitter fingers. We got a whole bunch of stuff. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I know a lot of you. I saw in the comments me saying, okay, let's move on with Terrence Crawford and Errol the True Spence and how you got. We could talk about that a little bit. I think this Anthony AJ Joshua and Tyson Gypsy King Fury fight being off is a good parallel. Hit the Tyson bell. To what my message is and my mission. And everybody in the war room, you can all jump in, agree or disagree. Maybe you can change my mind. But let's first start. Everybody, make sure before we start doing anything, hit the like for the Varnell Hill of boxing, because I have a question. Did you miss me?
Bring on this with the laugh under the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The Varnell man can shaboing boing.
Huh? Okay. So everybody, close out the chat, hit the like button, get everybody in here, let everybody know that we're in here. Now, we're going to start with what Eddie Hearn has to say about the fight being off. All right, so let's start with the receipts. Receipts, motherfucker! Hit the Tyson bell. Okay, let's start with the receipts. Here's what Eddie Hearn has to say in his explanation.
I would stop a fight, or I'd say to AJ, you're not fighting Tyson Fury. Once AJ agrees terms, it's on. But we have to go through a contract. You can't expect a guy with AJ's commercial contracts to be involved in a contract where people can make commercial decisions about deals and revenue that you're involved with that you don't have a final say on. They could do anything they want. But anyway, that's deep shit. But again, it's just, you know, and I enjoyed the process. I think he fights Usyk. If he does, the fight with AJ's there in 2023. If it doesn't happen now, for sure. I don't think it's an ideal time for AJ to take the fight. It would never mean that I would stop a fight or I'd say to AJ, you're not fighting Tyson Fury. Once AJ agrees terms, it's on.
This fight's never happening, is it?
I think it will, but it depends if Tyson Fury stays in the sport. Look, he's going to fight Manuel Charles, he's going to fight Del Boy. I don't think he fights Usyk. If he does, the fight with AJ's there in 2023. If it doesn't happen now, for sure.
Okay. Do you see any similarities between this situation regarding the contract and the one that you sent to Deontay Wilder to try and make the Anthony Joshua fight, in terms of you?
We'd never sent a contract to Deontay Wilder. Okay. Deontay Wilder made us an offer, of which we said, okay, send us the contract. They never sent the contract.
It's Tyson Bell. There's so much to say, okay? Now, what does ShowBizz the adult have to say about the fight being off? This is what I think. Just me. Everybody, I want y'all to listen. This is what I feel. This is what I think about the fight being off. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Listen closely. Listen closely. The fight is off, dog. Okay, there's other fights. What's next for Tyson Fury? This fight is off. It's off. They're not fighting. Okay, AJ, what do you have next? What's your plans? Fury, what? Just let me know where to pull up so I can grab some popcorn and watch a damn fight. Until then, that's it. All right? Now let's watch Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank. If you guys want to know how I feel, but that's not enough for the people. And hopefully I get to change your mind. Maybe not today on Taco Tuesday, but maybe eventually overall, as you guys get this information rolling in and you get more and more dissatisfied and more disinterested, maybe I can change your mind so you guys can get on the ShowBizz the adult train. I'm not picking sides. I'm not pointing fingers. It's off. Damn it, it's off. Fine. What's on? Tell me what's on so I can go and watch that shit, because I want to see fights being thrown, punches being thrown, fights being made. People ask me about Gervonta Tank Davis. Yeah, I'm on my soapbox. I'm on my soapbox.
He didn't get out of the cock-a-doodie car!
People ask me about Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia on Twitter. ShowBizz, why didn't you make a video to that? I have Twitter fingers every day for my podcast. But a video! They're going back and forth. Where are you, ShowBizz? Because that's not a damn fight. Two people arguing in the hallway. Y'all about to scrap? Then shut up, because I'm trying to get some sleep. You're not going to have Twitter finger wars and have that be a substitute for a fight being made, as if I'm entertained by that. Tell me when's the next fight. Let me see. Victor said, oh, yes, I wonder. Why were you shoot about it before throwing it from the plane? The girl in the Hit the Like video might be ShowBizz The Advice Bang Squeeze. Hit the Tyson Bang. Now listen to me. Y'all want me to break it down? Let's break it down. All right. Eddie Hearn made a point that is relatable to Errol the True Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford. The point at the beginning about the contract having a lack of transparency with a lot of the expenses and stuff like that. What tends to happen is, and it's happened to other fighters, where they have an expense report and you don't really have the transparency in there, where you don't know who those expenses, who's going to take on those expenses. And there's been times, this is why Terrence Crawford wants transparency in the Errol the True Spence contract. If there's not transparency, I can be the one who takes on all the expenses. That's why he wants transparency, and that's why he wants to approve the expenses. People don't understand that, because in the contract, that's why I told you guys, contracts is bigger than this person is ducking this person. There's all these things in contracts, which is why you need lawyers right? People who knows about this stuff, looking at the contract and going over it. When you see shit like, hey, what's the expenses? Oh, you can't see that. Can I approve them? Who takes on the expenses? Don't worry about it. Sign the contract. Brother, there may be a bunch of expenses that only Terrence Crawford is taking on, and Errol Spence don't have to pay for because they wrote it in the contract and he signed it. He just want to see it. All right? So that's what Eddie Hearn is talking about at the beginning. The expenses. Hold on. Let me see what DJ Ferrer had to say. Flex on him. See, pow. King Kong ain't got hit on me. I run it here. Y'all just live here. Let me see. For you and Ms. Biz to grab some lunch. Thank you so much, brother. Maybe some tacos. We definitely do that, my brother. Everyone jab the like button, smash the subscribe button, and share the live. Hands down, the best combat sports channel on YouTube. Period. Point blank. Hashtag no bias. Hit the Tyson bell. Thank you so much, my brother. My man DJ for real, always killing it. Happy Halloween. Much love to you. The devil is a lie. We sent him a contract and he refused. Okay, hold on real quick. Don't trust anything Eddie Hearn has to say. Hold on. So let's listen to what Eddie Hearn had to say to begin with. Here goes his explanation.
I would stop a fight, or I'd say to AJ, you're not fighting Tyson Fury. Once AJ agrees terms, it's on. But we have to go through a contract. You can't expect a guy with AJ's commercial contracts to be involved in a contract where people can make commercial decisions about deals and revenue that you're involved with that you don't have a final say on. They could do anything they want. But anyway, that's deep shit. But again, it's just, you know, and I enjoyed the process. I think he fights Usyk. If he does, the fight with AJ's there in 2023. If it doesn't happen now, for sure. I don't think it's an ideal time for AJ to take the fight. It would never mean that I would stop a fight, or I'd say to AJ, you're not fighting Tyson Fury. Once AJ agrees terms, it's on.
This fight's never happening, is it?
I think it will, but it depends if Tyson Fury stays in the sport. Look, he's going to fight Manuel Charles, he's going to fight Del Boy. I don't think he fights Usyk. If he does, the fight with AJ's there in 2023. If it doesn't happen now, for sure.
Okay. Do you see any similarities between this situation regarding the contract and the one that you sent to Deontay Wilder to try and make the Anthony Joshua fight, in terms of you?
We'd never sent a contract to Deontay Wilder. Okay. Deontay Wilder made us an offer, of which we said, okay, send us the contract. They never sent the contract.
They never sent a contract to Deontay Wilder. Let's take care of that real quick.
We'd never sent a contract to Deontay Wilder. Okay. Deontay Wilder made us an offer, of which we said, okay, send us the contract. They never sent the contract.
They made us an offer for 50 million. The offer came from Deontay Wilder. We went back and said, we're interested. Can you send a contract? They said, no, you've got to agree to the fight. I said, well, we're very interested in the fight, but send a contract, we'll have a look. No, we're not sending you the contract.
Deontay Wilder made us an offer, of which we said, okay, send us the contract. They never sent the contract.
When we sent that offer, they took nearly 4 weeks to come back. By Monday morning, he had that contract. So on Monday, they say, we will come back to you with the contract on Friday. I'm sending him back the contracts with a couple of notes. Hopefully there is no problem and we'll sign after the changes are made.
We'd never sent a contract to Deontay Wilder.
So, busted in a lie, right? Told a half truth. The first half was true. Second half was a lie. Yeah, the receipts are a mofo. But let me tell you something. This is what I want to get through to your heads. Everybody is lying. There's no good guy and bad guy when it comes to the black suits. Tyson Fury team lies. You know Tyson Fury, he lies. Eddie Hearn, AJ team, they lie. Errol the True Spence team lie. Terrence Crawford lie. And I am not going to be a damn fool and sit here and choose which lie I want to cap for the most. That's why I shut the hell up, because I know they're all lying. They lie about certain things. They tell truth about certain things. And I'm not going to sit here and try to decipher who's lying to me best. Which is why I say, is the fight made or not? No. Who's fighting? I watch that. Y'all keep picking sides like there's a good team and a bad team. Let me tell you, that's why I keep saying y'all are getting played. Yeah, I'm part of media, but I just can't do it. I can't do it. Let me see. All these ducks, Biz, next fight, we don't care. Next fight, we don't care. You see what I'm saying? Say it again, Biz. That's right. There's only one truth, and I love the truth. There's only one truth. When someone's fist punch another person's face, I know everybody's lying. Why would I get caught up in all of these damn lies? Let me tell you, when you get caught up, check out the receipts. Check out the receipts. Check out the receipts. Receipts, motherfucker!
Queensberry have been chasing and chasing and chasing. They're stalling in a way, and they're stalling and not finalising the contract. I know that there's great frustration on the other side, the Queensberry side. It's not in Anthony Joshua's interest to take this fight right now. And I think it's as clear as day, really. You know, just look at it. Why would Fury worry about fighting Anthony Joshua? It's a shame, because it looks like both fighters wanted it, but because of the huge revenue involved in this fight, because of the commodity that Anthony Joshua is in the long term for Eddie Hearn, for DAZN, for 258 management, for his whole gravy train, they've decided that it's not the right time to risk him in the ring with Tyson Fury at the moment. That's how I see it. It's just plain as day.
You see how confident Gareth said that? You see how confident? It sounds good. What he said sound good. It sounds about right. Now, let's see where his confidence is right here. Check this out.
Over there wants to blame me for it. No, you don't know.
No, you're just saying there's another geezer over there pointing at me.
You want to blame. You want to blame me. My
I'm not blaming you. Fight might happen in the future.
But George,
it's just my opinion.
But Gareth,
you just call me George.
There are so many different layers.
No, I get it. I understand. In the eventuality, in his full interest, in the longevity of his career, you look at all the factors, and if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, it doesn't.
But we're prepared to take the fight.
Yeah.
Do I think he should take the fight? If he wants the fight, yeah, of course. Do I think he should have a couple of fights first? I don't think it's a bad idea either.
I agree with you.
I know, but
I
it's
agree
not
with
like
you.
I feel like the bluff was made by them.
I agree.
We accepted the bluff, and then all of a sudden, bang, with a deadline, right? We missed that deadline. We go, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Then 2 days later, there's another deadline. Queensberry knew there was no way it was getting signed on that deadline.
Yeah. I know how it works. I've been around long enough. I don't know the contract details, obviously. I'm not blaming anyone. Ultimately, all I hope is that one day those two step into a ring.
I'm sure they will.
That's the thing. Do we have to duke it out in the street? I mean, you're too big for me. Hey, you say me, look at you.
No, I just saw the comments. I was
You're
like,
205.
It was like, according to you, everyone else wanted to fight apart from me.
So they go do-si-do-si-do. And at the end of it, they're friends, right? They're friends. At the end of it, hey, I just want to see the fight. I hope they fight one day. Me too. Hey, man, do we have to duke it out in the street? I mean, you're way bigger than me. Nothing got resolved. Nothing got fixed. Nothing got resolved or fixed. You guys jumped in my comments and said, ShowBizz, you're throwing your hands up. How you going to let this injustice happen? Don't you want it to change, ShowBizz? Don't you want the truth to be in front of us? Don't you want us boxing fans to be satisfied? ShowBizz, why are you giving up? Throwing your hands up, backing away. That's because you're thinking too shallow. Let me tell you what I'm doing. I am not going to run to Eddie Hearn, run to Top Rank, run to the PBC, run to the WBC, run to all of them, ask some questions, and go do-si-do-si-do. How many interviews do you have to see? Let me tell you what I'm talking about doing. I'm not giving up. I'm not trying to not impact the game. I'm doing the polar opposite. I'm trying to change the game and impact the game and give all of the attention to those who go in the ring. Not the people who are arguing in Twitter fingers. Not the do-si-do-si-do. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, they're talking about A, B, and C. No videos. The fight's not being made. Let's talk about the fights that's being made. Let's applaud people who get in the ring, who fight. Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. Stop doing the same exact thing. Giving all the attention to the soap opera. Giving all the attention to those who just won. And then jumping down the throats and stomping on the people who lost. Give the attention to the fight itself. People taking chances. People training for 8 weeks, going in the ring and hashing out their differences. You give that the attention, and as a consumer, because we have the power. Once we ignore all of the soap opera shit and just tune in to the fights, they're going to find out that making the fights happen is what the fans want to see. Because no more are everybody Instagram, social media, and shit's growing based on soap opera. No. The person whose social media is growing is the one who fought last night. After a while, hey, just fighting once a year and getting on Twitter and getting on Instagram, just fighting once a year isn't enough. We got to damn fight. Because the consumer only is responding to fights. That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm trying to change the game. AJ and Fury, the fight's off. Fine. Who's fighting next? That's the ShowBizz The adult community. Flexed on them. Seep, pow. King Kong ain't got on me. I runs it here. Y'all just live here. Yes. Let me see. It's not unusual in a contract to screw over a revenue partner, by claiming outrageous expenses. Yep. So it creates the appearance that the event production lost money, thereby less revenue sharing. But it's not a dummy. No. But here's the most important part, chick. It's none of our damn business. I would appreciate it if Mike Coppinger and them, if Dan Raphael and the rest of them, if ESPN, if Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, if they don't tell us what's going on. Let's just watch the fights. I don't care. I don't care about Terrence Crawford expenses. I don't care about Errol the True Spence's expenses. It doesn't affect my bottom line. I don't care. My kids are in school. I'm worried about getting them off to school, them mothers graduating and becoming adults. In the meantime, entertain me. I don't care about how much money they're making. I don't. Show me a fight and I will pay you. That's our transaction. $80. All right. I want to see it that badly. Here you go. That's where it begins and ends. Then after the fight, I will analyze what impact that had on the sport and what impact that had on your legacy. And then for fun, because I love boxing, I see where your legacy is compared to everyone else's in the sport. And that's it. That's it. It's all for entertainment. Let me see. What else we got? I caught the Holy Ghost. Listen to this. Hit the Tyson bell. Roll out. Hey, hold on. I know Sully. Sully asked me for the MJ, and I got you. What are we waiting for?
So tonight, gotta leave the 9 to 5 up on the shelf.
We ain't replacing this.
Everything this world could fix me.
Huh? Let's see. What else we got? Sully! Can I get to Tuesday? Ha! Eubank, you stay. I got you. I was right there for you, brother. Let me see what else we got. Jackie! Hit the Tyson bell. Thank you so much. Let me see. B is absolutely correct. Lip service is a breeze in the wind. Donnie, a funky ass breeze. Better yet, a fart. It's a fart in the wind. Thank you so much, BK. Bet us on BetUS. It's bigger, easier to use, and safe. I will be placing my money on Chris Eubank to beat Conor Benn this weekend. I will be. I will be rooting for Conor Benn, though, because he has everything. He has all of the disadvantages. So I would be rooting on Conor Benn. But money-wise, I'm putting my – it makes all the sense in the world for Chris Eubank to beat him. But we'll talk about that shortly. What else we got? Run it back. You know what? He said I wasn't listening. You got to run it back. I got
So tonight, gotta leave the 9 to 5 up on the shelf.
Speaking of which, when it comes to all of
Hey, you want to know the definition of an idiot? It's not making mistakes. We all make mistakes. It's making a mistake and not learning from it. Like your shitty sport of boxing. Not making the Sugar Ray Robinson and Tony Zell fight. Or the Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis fight. Have any of you ever seen Frazier versus Kenny Norton? How about Sugar Ray Leonard and Aaron Pryor? How long did it take for Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather to fight? And when they did, it just wasn't the same. Boxing has a history of letting their fans down, and they're doing it again with Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence, and now Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Your sport sucks. The UFC, yeah, we made a mistake. Didn't have Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Tony Ferguson. And after that letdown, UFC decided to not make that mistake again. All right, shit, Rome. Leave boxing alone. Come on over to the UFC. Goodbye.
he didn't want to mention Dan Henderson and John Jones, huh? That fight not happening. Huh? He didn't want to mention that one. How about St. Pierre and Anderson Silva? Have you ever seen that? UFC got their misses too. Let me see what we got. Chris Eubank Sr. Preliminary procedure. Oh yeah. LOL. Hit the Tyson bell. So that's how I feel about Errol the Truth Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford. That's why I say, is the fight happening? Now, I will report to you guys if something else happens, like they signed the contracts. I will report that, of course, because I want the fight to happen. But every little step that takes place is a waste of time because you're getting that information. Look at the source you're getting it from. Everybody got their side of the story. Have you ever seen two people break up and you're a friend of both of them? And you hear one story and be like, you know what? I feel you. And then you hear the other story and be like, you know what? I feel you if it happened the way that you saw it. That's what happens. And I don't have time to be in the middle and pick and choose. For what? I don't owe them anything. They don't owe me anything. The only thing that is owed is the money, is the fight being made, and me exchanging, giving you money for the fight. That's it. Let me see. GSP ran from Silva. He didn't want the fight. We ain't got that kind of time. Optin, roll out. Why is Lifeless all quiet now when you brought up 100%? 100%. Lifeless knows. Okay. To be fair, all these BS rumors, we've heard nothing from Bud and EJ. That's what I'm saying. Let me tell you, let me give you a little secret before we talk Conor Ben and Chris Eubank. And we got to do the Twitter fingers. There's a lot of Twitter fingers. DJ For Real said, I missed the super chat though. Here we go. How the hell is there only 8 likes? What? Everyone stop what you're doing and hit the like. What are y'all? Hit the like. There's only 8 likes. Come on, y'all. Brother.
Hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those.
Oh, it's 161. Well, get the likes up. There's 400 people in here. Let me tell you something. Bud Crawford and Elder True Spence. Look, have you guys noticed that when there's nothing really going on in American boxing, here comes a little rumor. Here comes a little Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford. We got the sneak peek. We got some leaked information. Perfect timing. When there's nothing really going on in American boxing. Terrence Crawford. I understand. When I look at my analytics took a dive. It took a dive. Not too many people are interested in boxing right now in the States. Not too many people. So it took a dive. So you got us in the media scrambling. What should we bring up? How can we get people talking? You know what? I think I'm keeping it too real. There could be some people out there that's like, hey, yo, Biz, shut the hell up, man. So let's move on. Let me see. Let me play for you guys.
I've abstained from sex for my career, and I've never, ever slipped.
Wait, hold on.
I've been tested many a time.
What the hell?
I've even been tricked a few times. A constant professional.
Here we go. Let me see. 700. Do a reaction video to Willy Wonka for hey, that's why we need Jake Paul. Right. You have to get more involved in influencer boxing because it's there all the eyes are. I mean, what you know, I don't have to really get more involved in really anything else. I'm doing a bunch of things, right? I'm doing a bunch of things right now. But I really want to build the sport of boxing. I really do. I know it's pop, like influencer boxing is pop. And it's fun. It's fun. But I'm going to keep my nose to the grindstone and see what I can do. Even if it's piggybacking off the pop influencer boxing. Even if it's piggybacking off of that, I'm going to try to find a way to have people love the actual sport of boxing. Hey, listen to what Conor Ben has to say. Listen to what he has to say.
You know, I've abstained from sex my entire career, and I've never, ever slipped up on it. I've been tested many a time. I've even been tricked a few times, you know. Tricked? Yeah, like woken up and, you know, something's going on, which I didn't say was okay. You know, I've had that a couple.
See, that's he just brought up being raped on the low. I know that's a word you don't really say on the net, but you know, men, that can happen to men. People don't talk about it. Go ahead, Chris Eubank. Nice way to spread the awareness. Here we go.
Times. But I've never, ever slipped up. I always keep the discipline. I always keep my routine. If I say I'm going to do 4 weeks, I do 4 weeks. If I say I'm going to do 7 weeks, I do 7 weeks. I've done my 2 weeks for Conor Benn.
So for Conor Benn, he's done his 2 weeks without sex. Look, let me do it like this. Let me do it like this. Let me do it like this. Do you think Canelo Alvarez can beat Alexander Usyk? Do you think Canelo Alvarez could beat Alexander Usyk? If they were to fight, I'd be rooting for Canelo Alvarez. I would be. Because that's such a huge task. But do you think Canelo can beat Usyk? No. I saw that last night. Ninja said trick. Brother, that had me like, no, hell no. Okay. That's kind of how I feel about Conor Benn versus Christian. That's my brain says no way. No way. Because I don't think Conor Benn can outbox him, and I don't think Conor Benn can outslug him. I think Chris Eubank is too big, too fundamentally sound. I mean, he's just huge. I don't think he can slug with him, and I don't think he can box with him. Right? Only if Usyk slims down to like, even if Usyk slims down, but it would be a catch weight. We're talking about a catch weight. If they both fought at a catch weight, I don't think Canelo can beat Usyk. I agree, B. Yeah, I'm rooting for Conor Benn. I'm rooting for the Benn family. I was always a bigger fan of Nigel Benn than Chris Eubank Sr. Though I like Chris Eubank Sr., I like Nigel Benn more. Okay, that's just going back to when I was a kid. Conor Benn, I want one for the team, but that's a huge ask. Now, I'm giving Conor Benn all the credit in the world for taking the fight and having the fight and throwing away the whole I'm going to be undefeated at welterweight so I can get my name thrown in a hat to take on, have the big fights. He's just like, I'm going to fight this off GP. I'm going to fight him just because he's the son of Chris Eubank. I'm the son of my dad, Nigel Benn, and we're going to scrap. So I like it. I love it, especially from Conor Benn. But that's a huge ask. Let me see. Random, but who else think Khabib mad boosted? Only 4 notable wins, all strikers. Only weight bullied at 154, retired early with a low finish rate. No, he's amazing. He's incredible. Khabib Nurmagomedov is incredible. I don't see him as the best, though. When you say mad boo, it's kind of like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is incredible. He is not the greatest, period. And I hear it so much that it's like, that is ridiculous. Khabib Nurmagomedov is not the greatest, but he was absolutely incredible. You know, hit the Tyson bell. I got Benn by KO. I don't see a lot of size disparity. I do, right? Conor Benn is short for look. Conor Benn will have a size disadvantage against Errol Spence. Hey, say I'm lying. Conor Benn will have a size disadvantage against Errol the True Spence, let alone a man who fought at 168. You want to talk about you don't see a size difference. If Conor Benn fought Spence, there'd be a size disparity. Let alone somebody who fought at 168. No way Benn gets KO. Benn is look, I'm gonna tell you, bro. I think short is the new massive. Yeah, short is the Okay, we got to get to the Twitter fingers because there's a lot of Twitter fingers. Conor Benn will have a size disadvantage against Loma. Yeah, Conor Benn. Where you at? Where you at, dog? Where you at, dog?
God damn, that boy can sing.
Once again, hopefully I change everything. This I ain't got time for. This I ain't got time for. Who's fighting? Ben and Eubank. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. That I ain't got time for. All right. So look. Let's do the Twitter fingers. Where's the Twitter fingers? Let's do the Twitter fingers real quick.
Twitter fingers.
Twitter fingers. Okay, there's a lot of Twitter fingers, bro. There's a lot of Twitter fingers. Okay, let's get started. Ms. Biz just sent me, maybe over the past couple days, because I haven't been around. I haven't done a podcast in a couple days. Okay. Chris Eubank Sr. is now calling for people to boycott Chris Eubank Jr. Get that shit out of here. Versus Conor Ben. He said in a statement to Spencer, boycott the fight. You know that 3 pounds beneath the middleweight limit at 33 years old, what that can do. This is how brain injuries occur. I understand because he lost a son. So I don't have much to say in regards to him being very, very careful with something like this and being against it. I have nothing to say about that. I have nothing to say. Only thing that I have to say is Senior was a gladiator and he happened to produce another one in Junior. That's all I have to say about that. Okay. Let's move on. Eddie Hearn has declared that the Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua is off as far as they're concerned because they have not heard back from Fury's team since the latest social media video in which he demanded they sign the contract last week. Let's move on. Eddie Hearn has stated that he believes Chris Eubank versus Conor Ben can do 1 million pay-per-view buys. I think it can too in the UK on Saturday night. Everybody in the UK, is the fight that big where your guys hearing 1 million views on pay-per-view can happen? Are you guys hearing that? How big is fight week right now? BK, let me know. Warp speed. Let me see. Ben's gonna beat Eubank worse than Billy Joe. I would love it. I'm gonna put my money on Chris Eubank though. You guys gonna be there when I do it live. Let me see. No, Eddie Hearn says every fight can do 1 million pay-per-view. It's big in the UK. Okay. Anybody else? How's fight week? Where's the UK? Yep, 1 mil. Question mark. What are you guys you guys hyped up for the fight week? I'm pretty sure it's the fathers fighting each other is probably the most legendary UK fight in history. Maybe. Who's from the UK? Gonna be like 25 pounds, right? It could probably do 1 million. It could probably do 1 million. Okay. Let's move on. Eddie Hearn has stated that Derek Chazora has now received a contract to fight Tyson Fury next in a trilogy on December 3rd. That fight is, I do not want to see Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora for a third time. I don't want to see Tyson Fury versus Char. Now, what can happen is Joe Joyce has thrown his name in the hat. I would like Tyson Fury versus Joe Joyce. All right. Andy Ruiz versus Tyson Fury sounds good, but there's no way PBC is going to allow Andy Ruiz to feed him to Tyson Fury so Tyson Fury can whip his ass and there's no Deontay Wilder versus Andy Ruiz. That's not going to happen. So Joe Joyce versus Tyson Fury right now is the only fight I would really be excited about, unless he takes on somebody like Jared Anderson. Usyk, of course, just wait and take on Usyk around April, something like that. But in the meantime, in between time, if he's trying to keep himself, in the game a little bit, I'm not trying to see Derek Chisora for a third fight. I'm not trying to see a Char and shit like that. Give me Joe Joyce. I like that. I'm gonna boycott the fight. Yeah, you'll boycott that fight. Anderson would be crazy. Yeah, Andy Ruiz is saved for Wilder, 100%. Let me give you your love for that, because you're absolutely right. Where we at? Where we at? Where are we?
It's the only thing that matters to me.
Illegal streams will hit 5 million easy in UK alone. See, that's the thing. We have to find a way to work around illegal streams, and hopefully I come up with something that can really help the business of boxing with that as well. Okay, here we go. Announce Tommy Fury will face Jake Paul? No, Paul Bamba on the undercard of Floyd Mayweather versus Deji, November 13th. I don't give a damn. All right, here we go. Next, Eddie Hearn on Bob Arum saying he stalled Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Bob 2 weeks ago said no chance this fight happens. Now, apparently there's no barriers and it's all my fault. If you ask Bob what day it is, there's only a 50% chance he'll get it wrong. This man said, if you ask Bob what day it is, there's only a 50% chance he'll get it right. See, to talk about dementia, that's a damn shame. Now, Eddie Hearn knows that he's feeling under attack. To talk about that man's age like that, that's the Black Two Sugars. That's not cool at all. Kill. Where's BK? Thank you so much, BK. I'm on the brink of doing something pretty great too. BK would benefit from it. Let me see. Leave that great grandpa. Yeah, leave him alone. All right, let's move forward. Janabek will defend his WBO title, WBO middleweight world title versus the best name in Black history. I got to get off. I got to get off. I got to get off today. I shouldn't have said that. Denzel Bentley. All right, so whoa! Obviously, am I the only one? Obviously, that's the best name in history. My man name is Denzel Bentley. Brother, you can't get a smoother name than Denzel Bentley, dog. Hey, that dude gets all the ladies. Hey, what's your name? Hey, just walk up to a lady like, how you doing? I saw you from over there, and you're just gorgeous. I like to introduce myself. My name is Denzel Bentley. She's going, especially if he has a deep voice. My name is Denzel Bentley. It's like, hey, whatever you want, Zale. Here, huh? I brought it here. King Kong. Okay. All right. November 12th in Las Vegas. Let's keep going. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Eddie Hearn has said that Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn rehydration clause is around 10 pounds. What's around 10 pounds? You don't know? It's around 10 pounds. What is that? It's around 10 pounds? What is that? Is it 10 pounds or not? Is it 11? Is it 15? How is it around 10 pounds? Eddie Hearn has said that Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn rehydration clause is around 10 pounds. Brother, see, this is why I don't like the Twitter fingers. Let's move forward because it's just so short. I don't. The WBC have now officially ordered Ray Vargas versus Oshaki Foster for the vacant WBC super featherweight world title. That's a good fight. The WBC have now officially ordered. That's a good fight. That's a good fight, y'all. Hey, I'm around and it ain't 10 pounds. I'm round and it ain't 10 pounds. Look. Hey, look. Wait a minute. Where we at? Where we at? Here it is.
But you don't remember what they
look.
But you bought the bottle of beer, definitely, at 12:15.
Yeah, it was 12:15. Exactly. If I'm not mistaken, it was.
Now you see something. Now you see now. You done fucked up. You know that, don't you?
Yeah. I know. He beat Mark Messiah. All right, hold on. Jenna Beck is surprisingly cocky. He just said Canelo will be easy work on Twitter earlier today. LOL, I like it. Me too. I wonder how far he goes. I like that too. Hit Tyson Bell. Okay, let's move forward. What my man? You're saying don't feed into the drama, but this is beyond drama. PBC is screwing up everything, and we all know it now. No cap, no lies. You see what I'm saying? So as soon as you say PBC is screwing up everything, you just chose a side. I don't care. Are the fights happening? Yes. There's a whole bunch of things we're not privy to. I don't care. You heard information that you like coming from Terrence Crawford camp or from ESPN, right? Which is top. So you hear something that you like and you like PBC, that feeds into more of you hating on the PBC. I ain't got that kind of time, brother. I really don't. I don't give a damn, bruh. Are they fighting? Is it on my TV? I can be doing something else. That's it. That is it. You picking sides and you're falling into this whole thing. You're becoming a tool. You're a tool. Brother, is it on my TV? Yes or no? No, I watch something else. That's it. All right. Like this. Fundora versus Ocampo, October 8th. I'm on it. Right? We're going to watch Conor Ben versus Chris Eubank earlier that day. And at night, I'm calling the Fundora versus Ocampo fight. Boy. Because Ocampo is a like opponent as Errol Spence. Errol Spence, if he moves up to 154, Fundora is right there. I want to see it. Let's see if Fundora, what he does to Ocampo. We sure in hell saw what Errol Spence did to Ocampo. That's where I'm at. Let me see. Biz, we fans on negotiate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. ShowBizz The Adult is good for the sport of boxing. Breakfast and boxing with ShowBizz is part of my life. Now, hit the Tyson Bell. You know what, man? Let me give my man his love. Where we at?
So tonight, gotta leave the 9 to 5 up on the shelf.
Yeah. Fundora has earned my respect. 100%. Fundora is a problem. Yes, Lord. Let's keep moving. George Warren has now, Twitter fingers, I told you it's going to be a lot of them. George Warren has now confirmed that Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua is off. Okay. It fell down because, quite frankly, George Warren, quite frankly, we got to a point where communication coming back from them was lacking. There was no ambition on their side to help me try and keep the thing going. Once again, this is another example of my man sounding idiotic when he said PBC is screwing everything up. Because if you listen to the PBC, they'll say it's their fault. This is why. You listen to Team Terrence Crawford, they're going to say it's their fault. Here's why. And we're like, I'm Team Errol Spence. I'm Team Terrence Crawford. Now, Eddie Hearn just said it's their fault. Here's why. In the contract, all of these things. And it's so funny. It's so funny because a Terrence Crawford fan can hate AJ for the fight not happening, and it's for the same reason that Terrence Crawford delayed. But Eddie Hearn just said, this fight isn't happening. Here's why. And now here's George Warren. The fight isn't happening because here's why. Now, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Pick and choose who's lying to me best? Is the fight on TV? No. Who is? See, here's your problem. Here's y'all problem. Y'all not consistent. Y'all question whatever y'all feel like questioning. Oh, it makes sense to me. See, there can be a worldwide pandemic with millions of people dying, and y'all will call that fake. You can look at the earth being round forever. And all the science, every scientist says the earth is round. No scientist says it's flat. And you will say they're lying. The earth is flat. Everybody's lying, but then believe promoters. Terrence Crawford promoter. I'm a believe Errol Spencer's promoter. If you ain't gonna believe there's a pandemic and don't believe in vaccinations, don't be believing damn promoter. If everything's in question, question everything and get to the bare essence. Is the fight on TV? No. Move on. Let's move forward. Chris Eubank Jr. has stated that he remains hopeful that his father, Chris Eubank Sr., will be in his corner for the, you know he ain't. No, Chris Eubank Sr. just said, boycott the fight, bruh. What are you going to be there for? Huh? Adrian? You can't win. Throw in the damn towel. Like he's going to throw in the damn towel if he's in the corner. Soon as the fight goes and y'all come walking out, Senior going to throw in the damn towel. So you don't want him in the corner, dog. Let me see. Fight on Saturday night. As things stand, his corner is Ronnie Davies, and Anthony Brown. What happened to Roy? Roy said, hey, look, I ain't going to come between you and your father. And Chris Eubank Jr., yeah, like I prefer my father being there. That's the only reason why I'm giving it pause that Conor Ben may win. His whole shit's in disarray. There's no Roy. His father ain't there. He's eating wings and shit to make weight. He's having sex 2 weeks before the fight. He said he's going to be 60%. It's just a bunch of weak ass shit. I'm sorry, Mom, but coming from his side. Conor Ben got his father there. He ain't making no excuses. He's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Conor Ben is like, brother, shut up, fight. Conor Ben, little guy, little dude. His father's there. That dude is, you know what I mean? Ain't crying about weight. He's jumping up weight classes. Yeah, I know Roy talked about it on Pro Box TV. I know he talked about it. You know what? Let me reserve my bet because this is getting real fugazi. Let me move on. Keith one time on Crawford. Clearly, if he can't come up with something to do, I'll fill that slot, which makes us feel that you are going to always fill the slot. See, now here comes that shit. See, that's why Terrence Crawford or Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, get your receding hairline ass, your big forehead ass out of here. Because what you're going to do is you're just going to confuse everybody. With that statement, now it feels like you are always in the slot. Everybody got to shut the hell up. Everybody. I just need everybody to stop and shut the hell up. Make the fight or not. I ain't got that kind of time, bro. For real. Jackie, don't do Keith like that. No, Jackie. No. I'm about tired. I'm about tired of it, bro. I'm about tired of it. Everybody got to shut the hell up, including me. We all got to shut the hell up, dog. What else we got? We got some more. I need reading glasses. Mama, I think I need reading glasses. I know my mom's watching. Hold on. I got one more. Something wrong with this picture or something. Here we go. Chris Eubank Jr. on the Conor Ben fight. This is a mismatch. I agree, but you tripping. This is going to be a public execution. Damn. It's incredible because respected people in the boxing industry are giving this kid a shot, saying he's going to beat me. It's incredible. It really, really is. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for Conor to beat you. Okay, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you a story. The hour's over. The Twitter fingers over. The Twitter fingers over. Those were the Twitter
fingers.
Twitter fingers. I'm in a goofy mood now. Hold on. Let me see Optimus Prime. Play the get your shit, get out. Yeah. Keith. Hey, Keith. Hey, Keith,
Get your shit, and get out.
Oh shit.
My car ran out of gas. I needed fresh drawers. My mother's sick. The car broke down the street.
Where? I take your ass there. You know that?
Oh, Biff, I want Joyce too, but isn't the third more than he can chew? He just fought. Oh, well, he said he can fight. So he said he can fight. Isn't exactly young and never had almost no recovery between major fights like that. I want him at his best. I hear you. But he said he can fight. So, I mean, like I said, I know these guys can fight more often with shorter lapses because I've seen human beings do it before. Archie Moore and all those. I've seen human beings do it before. And Archie Moore didn't have brain damage. He was fine. Sugar Ray Robinson. Look at an old Sugar Ray Robinson. Look at an old Joe Louis. They were fine. All right. A lot of time the brain damage and stuff comes from so much sparring. They didn't spar as much. They fought. And then you feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you. The headgears. I hear that's not healthy. Customato said that. What was I going to say? Oh, so Conor Ben and Chris Eubank. Let me give you an example. All right. My son had a homecoming game last weekend. Right. And they were playing a team and it was set up. Right. They were playing a team that they always beat. Always. Every year. In the history of their school, they always beat them. Their squad was so into the homecoming dance, knowing that they're going to beat them. That team went to my son's school and kicked their asses all over the football field. That team went to my son's school and kicked their asses all over the football field. They took them light in their practice and everything. All the kids, all practice, they were roasting each other or what they're going to wear for homecoming. Oh, you're going to wear that? You're going to look bad. That game, that homecoming game, everybody's ready for the same old thing to happen for my son's team to whip that ass. That team came in inspired and whipped their asses all over the football field. I said, good. 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 I like this statement. I like that statement. So with Chris Eubank saying that this is easy work, Conor Ben may come in inspired and whip your ass, man. Hey, check this out. Hey, look. But only hard sparring develops reflexes necessary. Let me tell you something. Fights. The more you do it, the better you are at it, right? Right? Who got more fights? Lomachenko or Tyson Fury? BK. Wait a minute, BK. Who got more fights? Lomachenko or Tyson Fury? Fights. What happened with the fighters back in the day? 140 some fights and stuff like that. What happened with those fighters back in the day? They just kept fighting like that. There were more fighting than sparring. That's all that happened. There was more fighting than sparring. Hey, let me tell you something. Brian Norman Jr. and Gervonta Tank Davis, they sparred for 30 rounds nonstop. Remember? They sparred for, you tricked me, salted. But hey, BK, listen. Brian Norman Jr. and Gervonta Tank Davis, they sparred for 30 rounds nonstop. Right? Check this out. Jess Willard beat Jack Johnson. He stopped him in the 28th round, right? 28th round. Fighters can do more than you think today, and in a healthier fashion. Stuff that we think was unhealthy and healthier now, it's probably not the case. That's crazy. F that ish, right? Yeah. But Brian Norman Jr. went toe-to-toe with Gervonta Tank Davis in a 30-round slugfest, but in sparring. Same shit, different toilet, bro. Spar less with the headgear and fight more. Let me tell you, real quick. What's more damaging to the brain? MMA or boxing? Okay, I hear you. What's more damaging to the brain? MMA or boxing? Boxing. Because in boxing, you can take punches to the head like this because of the big gloves. In MMA, they can knock you out like that. Bam. Because of the smaller gloves, right? Hear what I'm saying? What's if the bigger gloves is worse for your brain? How about big gloves and headgear? Boom, boom, boom. You still not knocked out. Now, back in the day, Jack Johnson, Willard, Jack Dempsey days, their gloves were bigger or smaller? Their gloves were bigger or smaller? Answer that question. Their gloves were bigger or smaller back then? Smaller. So the human being back then was fighting longer rounds, more fights, small gloves. No, not too much brain damage. It wasn't for sure. Look at Jack, not Jack Dempsey, Jake LaMotta. Look at Jake LaMotta. He was doing comedy on stage after he retired. His brain was that sharp. Look at Rocky Marciano. Look at Floyd Patterson. They were barely gloves. They were bags. I say fight more, spar less. Stay in shape. Anyway, those were the Twitter fingers. That's my show. You guys have a good time. Oh, I want to tell you guys a quick funny story. I'm gonna tell you the boxing part is over. Is over. Ali. Yeah, I know. That's when the boxing gloves got bigger. And you're absolutely right. And Ali was sparring a lot and boxing a lot. You're absolutely right. Awesome show. Thank you so much, Sully. Let me tell you a quick little funny story. My
So tonight, gotta leave the 9 to 5 up on the shelf.
BK is brilliant. He's brilliant. Let me tell you a funny story. So what was frustrating to watch is now one of my favorite things to watch. And that's KNOX in the Box. My little 5-year-old, that's KNOX in the Box playing Battlefront online. Hey, I'm getting a kick. My KNOX in the Box every night is like, Dad, I want to play Scar Wars. He called it Scar Wars, right? I'm like, Jesus. Now is laboring. I got to take him downstairs so he can play Scar Wars, okay? So he's playing the Star Wars game, 4 versus 4 online. And it was frustrating to watch him play because he'd have a lightsaber, he'd have Darth Vader, and he'll run to a wall and go, and I'm like, KNOX, you got to follow your team and kill the good guys. I used to hate it. Hold on. Thoughts on Shields comment on hating on Hispanic Heritage Month. I don't. That's what she wants to do. Okay. So now I'm getting a kick out of it because you can see the other players as they're getting their asses whipped. You can see the other players go back to my son. My son right now is force pushing the air. And you see them go to my son, and you just see them backing up, looking at him, jumping up and down. We get our asses whipped. Then they go running over. They go back to my son. My son spinning his, looking at the air. They like, God. Here's the funniest thing. Every so often, I grab the controller, kill a guy with them. They like, oh shit, okay. And then I give it back to my son. So I do something amazing. They like, fine. Then I give it back to my son. They go back like, what the? They jumping up and down like what? All right, everybody. That was my show. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Tomorrow is Hump Day Wednesday. Let's hope Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford gets announced, huh? ShowBizz The Adult. I'm out. Huh.